Okay, sorry, I had to make two videos because my first one got cut off. So let's go back and we're talking about histograms. We're at student handout 4. And you could fill these out, but when we're talking about histograms, we're really talking about spread and shape of the data. And we're really talking about ranges. And you could see that here. Instead of just saying on the x-axis, instead of just saying 1, it says 1 to 5. So that's our first range. 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, and 31 to 35. And what is this? What is this histogram? It's data from the National ACT exam is shown to the histogram at the right. So this is the National ACT exam scores. And the first question says, how many scores were included in the data? Well, to get that, you really are going to have to add up all these ranges. And if you add them all up, it equals 100. But how did he get these numbers? Well, let's take a look at this. List the number of scores for each range. So I'm going to look at my 1 to 5 right here, and I could see that this only goes to 1. So that's how he got that. How about my 6 to 10? I could see it right there. That's also just 1. How about my 11 to 15? Well, if I draw a nice straight line, that's about 17. My 16 to 20, if I draw my nice straight line, that score is at 34. How many number of scores do we have at 21 to 25? Again, I could just draw it over. Whoa, that was not straight, but it gets me to 28. Our last one gets me to 16, and our final one is at 3. So this is my number of scores for each range. Okay, well, I can do that. Now, the next question is asking a percent question. Now, I realize that we haven't worked a lot with percent, but I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to do it here. Which of the scores represents 17% of the data? Now, remember what percent is, and we did do this, so I'm going to kind of get you, and the answer is right here, but I'm going to show you something. If I have 17%, that's just a fraction that says 17 over 100, right? And now it's asking us here, if you notice, this is a nice proportion, and we did proportions. Now, what's our total score? Our total score here is also 100. So to get from 100 to 100, we multiply by 1. And what we do on the bottom, we do on top. So we multiply 17 by 1, and that equals 17. And so, which one has 17? It's 11 to 15. And that's the one we're looking at. Okay, so let's continue. Now, what percent of scores are between 21 and 25? Well, what do we know here? Well, we know our bottom number is our total, which is 100 scores. We got that from here. And how many kids scored from 21 to 25? Well, that's 28. It's not going to be a surprise to you to see how to do it, but we're asking for percent. So that's going to be our question mark. But percent is always a fraction. It's something over 100. And it's the same thing we do in proportions. To get to to get from 100 to 100, we multiply by 1. And to get from 20, what we do on the bottom, we do on top. So we multiply this by 1. And guess what? We get 28%. That wasn't so bad, was it? So now the next question asks you what two ACT scores make up more than 60%. So you're looking for two scores that make up more than 60%. I want you to try to do both of these with showing me the work. Obviously, you have the answer there, and show me the work on that one. Okay, so your assignment today is to finish the back of this. I think that you could take a look at both of these and do a good analysis of this data. And then finally, your homework tonight is homework 4. So take a look at that and try that. Please post any questions you have, and don't forget to post a picture on Google Classroom. Some exciting news is that on Tuesday from 11 to 12, I will be online live to help you with questions. So please visit us from 11 to 12. I've designated 11:15 to 11:30 as sixth grade time, but you could come in anytime and ask any questions. Those instructions will be on Google Classroom. So feel free to come in and ask for help. All right. Hope you guys are well. We will see you tomorrow. Good luck today.